Hello everyone, the Indian captain is Rohit Sharma Press Conference. We'll follow the same drill. Please raise hand and wait for your turn. Yes, Suhail.
Captain, an update on your knee. How is it? How is it going after that?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. And any update about how the batting is coming across? Your batting personally. You spoke about how you were unhappy with how things are going on, but in the last couple of sessions, how did you prepare for this boxing day?
Nothing has changed since the last I spoke about it. We've had 2 sessions. So in those 2 sessions, there's what can change.
No, with the practice which is keeping having a variable bounce.
See, I think those pitches which we trained the last couple of days, I think they were used pitches. I think they were used for Big Bash. And now today is the only day where we are going to get the other side of it, which will be fresher wicket. So we'll go and see how it is, and we'll train accordingly.
Yeah.
Rohit, how do you feel about the balance of the series 1-1? Do you think it's a fair reflection of the cricket, and if you've been given 1-1 after 3 tests, given where they were played, would you have been very happy with that position coming out of Melbourne?
Yeah, look, absolutely. I think we played some really good cricket. We've been fortunate as well. When we won that Perth Test match, when you get bowled out for 150 runs, you feel that you are under pressure a little bit. And then the attitude from the boys, how they turned up and got Australia bowled out for 100 runs, shows that there's an attitude where nobody wants to give it up until the last day of the test match or the last over of the test match is bowled, and that is the attitude we've been carrying for a long time now. When you tour abroad, you know that you have to put in that extra effort, have that extra bit of attitude in within the team, and that is something that we showed in that test match. And then obviously in Adelaide we were a little bit behind in the game. We didn't play well, which I admitted to. And then Brisbane, obviously there wasn't much. Only 180 or 90 overs were bowled. So after 3 test matches, if I had to look at it being 1-1, it's a fair reflection of how both teams have played. There have been solid cricket being played by both teams. And obviously now, these 2 test matches are going to be so important for both teams, but we want to break it down to just Melbourne now and focus on what we can achieve here, get our things right, play well, bat well, bowl well, and take some good catches as well.
Mr. Kaushik.
Yeah. Rohit, just talking about Jaiswal, it's been 3 innings now. The first match is got on to start early in his test career, or a lot of matches overseas. So, as a leadership group, what is the kind of messaging that you all give to someone like him?
Look, Jaiswal, obviously he's coming here for the first time, and he's already shown what he's capable of. He's got so much talent. And when you have a guy like that in your squad, in your team, you don't want to tamper too much with his mindset. Let him be as free as possible and not overburdened with too many thoughts regarding his batting. He understands his batting more than any one of us, and that's how he's played his cricket, and that's how he's scored all of his runs in domestic cricket, in international cricket. And when you have a talent like that, all you want to do is encourage more and more to make sure that he just goes out there and plays his game freely more than anything else. I think he's got the ability to play all sorts of game, whether it is holding game, whether it is trying to dominate the game. It's just about trying to figure out certain areas of his game, which I'm pretty sure he's doing along with the other guys. The guys who have played here before have been passing on some knowledge about what usually happens. Every venue here has different challenges, so it's just about adapting to those challenges, playing on different pitches. The bowlers are the same. They've got 4 seamers in their squad, and one off spinner. Obviously, they are the ones who play consistent cricket for them. So it's just about understanding what they usually do and what are their plans against certain batters when we come out to bat, and then just going out there and doing their thing. Like I said, with someone like Jaiswal, you don't want to be telling him too many things about his own batting. We want him to play the way he plays, and that's how at the top he can be very, very dangerous. If he gets going, we all know he can be very dangerous.
Bhushan sir. Bhushan.
Rohit, like about Shubman, he had started very well in all his innings, like in Adelaide and all. But do you think it's a mindset or technical problem that's happening that after such great starts and good shots, they've gotten out to one bad inning? So, like, what do you think? What's your assessment?
Look, both innings in Adelaide, I thought he looked pretty good. He just didn't went on to convert that start into a big score. He got, I think, 25, 30 odd in both innings. And I'm not going to look too much into Brisbane. Got out, second or third ball. You can't really look too much into it. But Gill has obviously been one of our young prospect who's coming up and playing really, really well. These tours can be challenging. It's the same thing when some of these teams travel to India. It's very hard for them as well. So it's the same thing. When you travel abroad, it's not that easy to put on those big runs every time you step out. But especially talking about Gill, I mean, look. His quality, we all know that. It's just about backing that quality and making sure we give clear messaging to him, and not again like Jaiswal. We don't want to complicate too many things with him. He understands his batting really, really well, and he has piled up so many runs coming into this Indian team before. So he knows how to score big runs. He knows his game really well, in and out. So it's just making sure that when you get those 30s, 40s, you try and get onto a big one, because getting in here is the toughest part. And when you get in, that is when you cannot leave that opportunity of scoring that big runs.
Thank you.
Rohit, are you getting that in the order?
So
Put that in the order again.
let's not worry about that. I think who bats where is something that we need to figure out within ourselves. It's not a thing where I should be discussing at every press conference where I'll be batting. Whatever it takes for our team to look good or gives us the best chance to succeed, we'll try and do that.
Yes, sorry.
Captain, have you had a look at the pitch? Is there a possibility of probably having an extra spinner for this game, considering it will be very hot? And what is your assessment of someone like a Mohammad Siraj? How frustrating does it get for you? Because you can say just with Bumrah is like doing everything, and from the other end, do you kind of feel that helpless situation? Ki ek end se रुक ही नहीं रहा है run, चाहे Siraj, Prakash. So bowling group को लेके आप how do you handle that?
No, look, obviously it's a challenge to handle not just the bowling but the entire team. When you're captaining the team, it's not the easiest job in the world. You try and come out here with that intent of trying to get the best out of everyone. Nobody comes here not to perform or not to do well, But look, when somebody is in form, we say that they have to make the most of that form. Bumrah is certainly making the most of it. Siraj and the other guys who are bowling around him obviously knows that they need to step up and try and get the job done as well. They're trying really hard. Obviously, they've been a little unlucky as well. A lot of played and miss. Certain opportunities have gone down as well. That those things can happen. For me as a captain, my messaging to them is very plain and simple. Is that keep running in hard and keep doing what you've been doing. They've done the job in the past. It's not that they can't do it now. So it's just about instilling that confidence in them every now and then and making making them feel that they are also very, very special to this team. And when you're playing a team sport, it is certainly not about one or two individuals. It is about the entire unit who's out there to represent the country. So when you talk about our bowling unit, I have enough faith in all the bowlers who can get the job done. And it's anyone can have tough days, tough games, tough series, but doesn't mean that they're not good enough to perform at this level. It happened so that in this 2 or 3 games they've not been able to get those big numbers, but that's okay. It happens, but I have enough confidence and faith in them. The attitude is what matters to me, and Siraj has really shown great attitude on this tour so far. And the pitch, yeah, pitch. About see, look, I had a look at the pitch day before. It had quite a bit of grass covering, and we are certainly considering the weather factor, and all of that. We'll see what is the best. I have not seen the wicket today, but whatever we have to do to make the best possible 11 on this in these conditions, we'll try and do that, whether it is playing an extra spinner or not.
Yeah. Virat Kohli got out chasing almost a wide ball. Since he's one of the modern great batsmen of modern day cricket, so you will just let him handle, or because it happened a few times in the past last 2 years में थोड़ा बार हुआ है. So will you say as an old teammate, अरे wide है तो छोड़ देना यार? Will you say that, or you just...
You only said it is a modern day great, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So will you say because it happened a few times? Do you say, or you just clear?
modern day greats will figure out their own way of that path. Yeah.
Captain, could you please talk about the thought process behind adding Tanush Kotiya in the mix for the last few years? And is there because he's more of a spin all-rounder, not exactly a full-time spinner. So is there any thought of going for a full-time spinner, someone like Kuldeep or Tanush Kotiya, since he has played the A game? That was.
Yeah, Tanush was here a month back, and Kuldeep, I don't think, has a visa yet, and we wanted somebody to get here as quickly as possible. Tanush was the one who was ready, and he played here. Not that it's just a joke. Not that Tanush is not good enough. He's shown in the last 2 years what he's done in domestic cricket, and we really wanted just a backup in case we need spinners, 2 spinners playing here or in Sydney. You need a backup option. Kuldeep obviously is not 100% fit. He recently went through a hernia surgery. And the other options like Aksar recently had a baby, so he's not going to travel. So Tanush was the right option for us at this point, and he's certainly shown, in the domestic level, what he's capable of. That is probably one of the reasons why Mumbai has gone on to win the Ranji Trophy last year. Played a major role as an all-rounder, in fact. So a very good option for us in case we need him, just so that all areas are covered.
The last few questions. Yeah.
Ravi, there's been a lot of conversation this week about the way that the team has been treated by Australia and Australian media in the past few days as well. Have you been unhappy with the treatment?
I'm not aware of what kind of treatment has.
Yeah.
यहाँ के विकेट पर क्यूरेटर ने कहा निरंतर बाउंस होगा, पर में भी उसी तरीके की बातें करी जा रही थी, लेकिन यहाँ पर पहले दिन हीट वेव है अराउंड 37 to 40 डिग्री टेम्परेचर, तो लग रहा है कहीं का एडवांटेज हमें होगा और इसका असर आपकी
नहीं. देखिए, अभी पता नहीं है यार, ये वेदर फोरकास्ट 100% एक्यूरेट नहीं होता है, बट देखते हैं अभी. मतलब विकेट देखेंगे कि कितना घास है विकेट पे, स्पिनर्स का कितना यूज़ होगा भी या नहीं, ये सब देखना पड़ेगा. आज का ही दिन है हमारे पास, कल ऑफ है. ग्राउंड्समैन भी शायद ग्राउंड पे नहीं आने वाले कल, तो जो भी करना है हमें आज करना होगा विकेट देखकर. बट देखिए, यूजुअली यहाँ पे पिछले जो 2 या 3 टेस्ट मैचेस हुए, विकेट पे उतना घास था नहीं, काफ़ी ड्राई विकेट लग रहा था, बट सर्टेनली ये तो मुझे ड्राई विकेट नहीं लग रहा है। बट देखेंगे हम लोग, विकेट को ठीक से एनालाइज करेंगे, देखेंगे कि क्या इस विकेट पर सही कॉम्बिनेशन हो सकता है, एंड फिर उस हिसाब से डिसीजन लेंगे।
फाइनल टू विमल कुमार एंड
रोहित, ऋषभ पंत पिछली 2 सीरीज में यहाँ पर आउटस्टैंडिंग रहे, इस बार भी उनसे काफी उम्मीदें थी, तो क्या ऋषभ के साथ क्या उम्मीदों का दबाव है?
नहीं है, ऐसा कोई दबाव नहीं है। देखिए, अभी 2 ही टेस्ट मैचेस, 3 टेस्ट मैचेस ही उन्होंने खेले यहाँ पर। रिसेंटली अच्छे फॉर्म में है, इंडिया में उन्होंने अच्छे रन्स बनाए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में उनका रिकॉर्ड अच्छा है। सो 2 या 3 टेस्ट मैचेस ऊपर नीचे होने के बाद ज़्यादा जजमेंट करना सही नहीं है। उनको पता है कि उनको क्या करना है। जैसे मैंने बताया कि ये सारे लड़के, गिल, जायसवाल, गिल, ये सब एक ही बोट में है। तो इनसे ज़्यादा इन ये लोग जो चीज़ें करते, उन चीज़ों को ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेट हम लोग को करना नहीं है। उनको पता है कि उनसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस है, वो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है। और हमारा काम यहाँ पर ये होता है कि उनको बार बार समझाया जाए और बताया जाए कि छोटी छोटी चीज़ें जहाँ पे मैच अवेयरनेस, मैच सिचुएशन, ये सब चीज़ों के बारे में उनसे बात करते हैं हम। इससे ज़्यादा मुझे नहीं लगता कि उनसे बात करके उनके जो प्लान्स है, उनके जो थॉट प्रोसेस है, उसको कॉम्प्लिकेट करना ज़रूरी है। ऋषभ पंत को पता है कि उससे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस है, और उनको भी यहाँ पर खुद से भी काफ़ी उम्मीदें हैं। हम लोग का तो छोड़ो, उसको खुद को अपने आप से बहुत एक्सपेक्टेशंस है। तो सर्टेनली अपने गेम में काम कर रहे, मेहनत कर रहे। ये 2 मैचेस में शायद कुछ अच्छा हो।
फाइनल क्वेश्चन।
Just you spoke about Bumrah and you captained him for a long time. What is it like to be captain of a bowler like that? Not just the numbers, but the impact he seems to have on your team. You already got rid of one top order batter, bringing in someone young, and also the numbers 28-10, and just the series he's having. What is it like to captain someone again?
It's very easy not to say anything because he knows exactly what he's doing, how he operates is very plain and simple. He doesn't try to complicate things with his own stuff, keeps it nice and simple, and he's got so much belief in his own skill set that there's not much discussion that we need to have with him. I've been watching him for a long time, and I've captained him for a long time. So I know how he thinks, what he's trying to do. Makes it a little easier for me not to think too much while he is bowling. Only because he's so clear in his mind, whether he gets wickets or he doesn't. He is so confident with his skill set that the conversations that happens during the game gives me that confidence that okay, I know what the guy is trying to do. So there's nothing much that I can add there. So it's very simple with him, and it's always nice to have somebody like him in your team. When he's at that form, the job of the other bowlers also becomes a little easier. All they need to do is just try and maintain that pressure, to be honest. So when it comes to him, it is like crystal clear ideas and plain and simple thoughts. So yeah, makes it very easy for me.
And just as a captain, like the psychological edge he has over the opposition as well, like I'm sure it must be fun, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's nice to just see that, a lot of people from the opposition camp talks about him, how we need to handle him and stuff like that. But usually those are the discussions that happens everywhere, and like I said, the impact that he's had on the series so far, is massive, and I hope he continues to do that because these 2 games are very, very important for us.
Thanks, Captain.
Thank you.